Welcome, guys, to another beautiful masterpiece of valorizing your mental health. Now, Hans went home, perplexed, disturbed, worried concerning his conversation with Clara. Of course, who will not be worried if you are in his shoes? To employ somebody that hates you, to employ somebody that fights with you on a daily basis. Because right now we don't know his true intentions according to how it is going. But me and you, we know that Jonathan is having the most malicious intention to go and destroy that man's company. Now, as he was worried, he was pondering, he was lamenting, the mother stepped in with juice. My son, have this. What is worrying you? What is disturbing your mind? And he explained everything to the mother. The mother said, okay, my child, since the situation is like this, back off. Stay off these people. These people are going to bring you down to zero. I am talking from the point of view from someone that is seated up there on the tree and you are down. I've experienced what life is all about. You are still starting it. Listen to the voice of counsel. Listen to the voice of wisdom. That guy is having an ulterior motive coming to your company. Stay off from his back. Hans was like, Mother, I can't stay off because this lady Clara will feel like I don't want to help. I am doing it for Clara's sake. Yes, you are doing it for Clara's sake, but there are some people that you don't do some things because of love or whatsoever. Yes, in the course of helping Clara, you are indirectly trying to destroy yourself. You can still help Clara from a distance. You must not bring Jonathan closer to help Clara. And the mother is just speaking from the point of truth. But since this guy is having this indebted heart, having a heart of gratitude, he does not see it at all. Hans now told the mother that he is going to do something about it. The mother said, okay, since you don't want to listen to the voice of counsel, my son, I will tell you, have a chat with him. Have a discussion with Jonathan. When you have a discussion with him, then you can now tell if he's ready to work or not. Then you employ him. And he said, that is what I'm going to do. And the mother left. But as far as the mother is concerned, the mother is like, don't bring that guy closer to you. Stay away from that guy. That guy is going to lead you towards your grave. That guy is going to lead you towards self-destruction. But since Hans can't listen because he is emotional, then we just have to flow and go towards that destruction. Then maybe when the destruction come upon him, that is when his eyes will open and he will learn the hard way. They say somebody that doesn't want to listen to advice will always learn the hard way. You learn by experience, and experience now is the hard way. Now, Jonathan now was in the house. The wife was worried. Clara was disturbed. Clara was like, oh, if Hans doesn't grant this guy the job, I don't know what I'm going to do. And Jonathan was sleeping. Guess what happened? Hans placed a call through and asked how is business. The wife was like, everything is smooth. And he said, all right, I want to meet your husband 9 a.m. in the office. Let him show up there so that I can have a chat with him, since that's what the mother advised him to do. And Clara was like, all right, it is done. Thank you so much. And they put a schedule for 9 a.m. So Jonathan, upon hearing Clara telling him that Hans has agreed to have a chat with him, he was so surprised. He expressed, that kind of a thing that you were not expecting something, right? He said in his heart, this guy must be such a fool to have just accepted it. This guy believed in my apologies just like that. Hey, they say that the good ones always suffer because they easily can be deceived due to the heart they have, because they are too good. They are too emotional that they tend not to see things. They tend not to see the reality of life. If I was the one, this guy can't fool me like that. And the wife was like, what is it? Why are you pondering? And he said, no, my wife, I'm just happy. I'm just like, so this guy just accepted like that. She said, the way you reacted again, if I felt as if something is not right. He said, no. And guess what? Hey, 8 a.m. in the morning, as they were seated on the table to have breakfast, they placed his own food there. Oga got up and dressed 7 a.m., wore his dress. That's why he was happy. He had to inform Dan, his bad friend, that our plan is working. that the fools, they are falling into our trap. Before they want to know it, they will be doomed. Just hear, oh, somebody is planning to do good to you. You are instead planning to do evil to that person. My people, at times, too much of a good heart is not good. Now, the thing now is this: Jonathan left. The wife was like, are you not going to have breakfast? He said, no, I want to be too early. I don't want to have anything to disqualify me from not having that job. I want to be there sharp, sharp, okay? And the wife was surprised. You want to be there sharp, sharp, 8 a.m. and you have a rendezvous 9 p.m. And he left. That is why he was so happy. He was dancing. You know that kind of Celine Dion dancing, right? That's how he was dancing. Hey, that even if you are not that blinded, Clara, in short, you don't have the spirit of discernment in you. That is one thing with you. As a wife, you need to always have spirit of discernment. That is what Clara lacks. If you were having spirit of discernment, you could have seen it from afar. Because the kind of joy this guy was exercising, you know that kind of joy of victory to defeat your enemy, right? That is what he was doing. That's why he was dancing and going out parading the streets. And immediately he got to the office, Clara called and the secretary also called. Hans was surprised as well. Hans was like, in my office 8 a.m. Hans said, okay, I'm still to have my shower. I will be there soon. Immediately Hans got there. This guy was seated. That is how he was in his heart. See the empire. This guy doesn't know that he has just brought the devil to destroy it. That's what he was lamenting, though. And Hans entered. Hans too has refused to listen to the word of wisdom. The mother advised him and he refused to listen. So what can we do? Let's play along to see how it ends. Immediately he got in and sat on the chair. See Jonathan. Jonathan was like, welcome, sir. Welcome, boss. And Hans was like, since when you started calling me this? He said, no, I've changed. You see, I want to be responsible. I want to be a man. I want to take care of my home. That is my duty right now. And the man, Jonathan was like, okay, why my company? Why do you choose to work with me? This guy said, I choose you because you are the only one that actually can help me right now. I've lost contact with people, I've lost connection with people, and you are the only one that can help me. And the man said, then what about the hate? What about the fight? What about all those things? This guy said, forget about them. I'm here to work, okay? I just want to better my life. I just want to take care of my wife, take care of my child. That's why I am here. And this guy was like, you think I'm a fool? You think I don't know that something is not right somewhere? He said, no, I am here for a good cause. You are not my friend. And that's why he was speaking and crying, kneeling down, behaving like a saint. Hey, my people. At times, say, don't just listen to apology. When somebody is apologizing, always look from afar. Don't just listen. Somebody will just bash in and just tell you anything. You just swallow it without kicking your brain. Listen and pray for the spirit of discernment. Just look at what this guy is doing in front of. Just look at the way he's kneeling down. Just look at the way he's full of tears. Nobody can believe. And he is crying. At the same time, he's saying in his heart that look at this fool. Because so for you, you think that I am genuine what I'm doing. I'm just humbling myself because I want to destroy you. If not so, what will I be doing? A whole me humbling myself down, kneeling before you and talking to you and crying and begging you. Who does that? Just hear the heart of man. Hey. Now, can we blame anybody if something goes wrong? Jonathan is evil. Everybody knows. Now, Hans, you don't want to listen to the word of wisdom. And Hans too, on his own part, the good thing is this. He was in his heart saying that I know that you are pretending. I know that you want to outsmart me. But I don't actually know your reason for coming here. But my eyes will be on you. Hans, I will only advise you that if you are in this situation, watching, put CCTV footage, put people to investigate. Because this guy is of no good. And immediately Hans employed him. And Hans was like, okay, get home and they start tomorrow. He said, no, I'm not starting tomorrow. I'm starting right now. Okay, I want to be so punctual. I want to be so nice. I want to be the best. In short, I want to even have an award. This is funny. I'm telling you guys, it is really funny. And now, immediately he had a handshake with Hans. Hear what Jonathan said in his heart. Look at this fool. Welcome to your downfall. Before you want to open your eye, I have destroyed you. You will be in the street. You will be begging there. I will destroy you, finish you to no level. And he is even planning to even bring in down here to also work there, so that they will collaborate together and destroy Hans. Hans, I pray that your mother eyes should be open to see it as fast as possible. I pray that with time you should listen to the word of wisdom from your mother, so that this man will not destroy you. You are such a good person. You don't deserve such. If you are watching me, please be mindful of the kind of people you bring around you. Be mindful of who wants to work with you. Be mindful of people's thoughts about you. Always listen to the counsel of your elders. They are above you, they are ahead of you. They say a child that refuses to listen will always end up in the grave, right? This is what is actually happening to Hans right now. The mother have spoken, Hans have refused to listen. Hans thinks that Jonathan has changed. Why Jonathan too is also praying that Hans should not listen to the mother, so that he will be able to destroy Hans completely. Just look at the wealth, the company that Hans is having. Everything will be gone. Well, let's watch and see how this work unfolds. Let's watch to see what Jonathan is going to do next. What is his second plan of action? Because his first plan of action has been materialized, which is acceptance to work in the company. Now, the second plan of action is to start striking. Just look at the beautiful company. Just look at the beautiful life of Hans. This man wants to destroy everything, and Hans will be zero. In fact, may God help us with wisdom and understanding. See you guys in our next video. Don't By evening, I'll be posting the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.